What's going on, Sliders? Welcome back to the Piplup Party, and today I'm going to be telling you guys why you shouldn't invest into Darkness Ablaze. So let's get right into it. As you can see here, the price of a Darkness Ablaze booster box goes for $134 right now, which is pretty high compared to what it was at. If we look in late September, it was going for $126, so it's about up $10 in the past little over a month. So it's at a pretty high point. If we look at the 1 year, we can see it at December, or November to December, it was at a low point of $97. And then it jumped back up. This was, as we see, January. It was $122. And then it jumped up to a high point of $138, it looks like. And then it went back down, and we're now sitting, once again, at around $132. So that's kind of where we stand right now for a Darkness Ablaze booster box. But look at the cards that are inside of this box. You have a Charizard VMAX for $35. That is your top card, your chase card, followed by an Eternatus VMAX, which is $11. You have 4 cards that are over $10. That's it. Only one that's over... There's one card that's over $12. That is the worst set in Sword and Shield, in my opinion. You could argue that you really couldn't even argue that base set or Rebel Clash is worse. They're really not. I mean, Rebel, they are some bad sets, but at least Rebel Clash has a bit of depth going on to it, right? You have the $30 chase card, if you even want to call it a chase card, but then you have 8 cards, 12 cards. You have 13 cards over $10 compared to Darkness Ablaze with 4. And even Sword and Shield. We have the $40 card, which is already more valuable than the Charizard. And you have, once again, looking like 12 cards that are over $10, as opposed to Darkness Ablaze's 4. So Darkness Ablaze, you could look at Vivid Voltage too, because that's another weak set, but they have the $100 Pikachu VMAX. So that alone puts Vivid Voltage over Darkness Ablaze, in my opinion. Especially because that is one of the top... I know the price doesn't show it, but I felt like when that card was out, that was like one of the most hyped peak periods of time in Sword and Shield, in my opinion. Maybe that's because I pulled it, so I'm just biased. But in my opinion, I think that's like one of the most fun chase cards to go for at the time, especially in early Sword and Shield. It was kind of the first like big card that we saw, really. I mean, Champion's Path obviously had some stuff, but no, yeah, the Rainbow Rare Pikachu was going crazy. But no, back to Darkness Ablaze. We compared it to all those sets, and it's looking like the worst one, if you ask me. Now, if we compare that to Lost Origin, right now, a price of a Lost Origin booster box goes for $103. That is $30 worse. I think if we look at over $30, cheaper to get than a Darkness Ablaze booster box. And if we look at the cards in a Lost Origin booster box, look at the prices. The top card, $250. The next card, $130. Then you have a $50 card, a $45 card, a $38 card, a $30 card, 26, 26, 15, 15, 13, 13, 13, 12, 12, 11. As you can see, there is quite some depth with Lost Origin. Not only is it, 5 rows. You have, so what's that? 4 times 5, 20, 21. You have 21 cards that are over $10. And not only that, it's not only does it have depth, but look at the top cards. Once again, the prices are crazy. Besides the Moonbreon, these might be... This Giratina might be the most expensive card in Sword and Shield, besides the Moonbreon. That might be wrong. It could be one of the Charizards from like Champion's Path or something like that. But this Giratina V is a strong card. And once again, the price, it's over $30 cheaper to collect this box. Only thing is, Darkness Ablaze came out, I don't know, say 2-3 years ago, right? A couple years ago at least. And Lost Origin is currently the newest set in all of Sword and Shield, if we look here, right? Look, we see the sets from most recent, Lost Origin at the top. So that right here is the most recent set, hence why the price is kind of low right now. Obviously, as sets get older, they will go up in value. And that's not to say Darkness Ablaze won't. I think Darkness Ablaze will go up in value as well over time. Point I'm trying to make is that why would you go for a set like Darkness Ablaze when you could go for a set like Lost Origin. You can get it for cheaper, and the cards are much better, right? Even Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies, $250 for a booster box. Look at the cards in Evolving Skies, right? You have the $500 Moonbreon, $270 Rayquaza. You got $160 card, $150, $135, $90, $90, $83, $68, $63, $62, $58. Like, we have 12 cards over $50 when it comes to when it comes to Evolving Skies. Now let's see how many cards are over $10, just like we compared to Darkness Ablaze's 4. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. We have 40 cards. That is 10 times more cards than Darkness Ablaze has when you compare the cards over $10. And guess what? It's 10 times more cards than Darkness Ablaze has. And guess how much an Evolving Skies booster box costs? $249. And when you compare it to Darkness Ablaze, that's not even double what a Darkness Ablaze booster box costs. The Darkness Ablaze booster box, $134. If you bought 2 of these, that's costing you more than buying an Evolving Skies booster box. There is no point in investing into a Darkness Ablaze booster box when you can get something like an Evolving Skies or a Lost Origin. And let's even look at Crimson Invasion, right? This is a Sun and Moon set. It's kind of aged, right? It's, I don't know, probably 3, maybe 4 years old. It goes for $170 right now. And this price is dropping, by the way. It used to go for a bit more, but right now it's at $170. Look at the cards in here. Do you see it? Do you see similarity? Because I do. I see there might be... No, there's not more depth in this. This is a little bit of a worse set than Darkness Ablaze. You have the top card is $24. Although that's a cool card. I feel like it could go for a little bit more. But the point is it doesn't, right? And then you got a $17 card, a $16 card, a $13. That's it. Just like Darkness Ablaze, you only have 4 cards that are over $10 here. And, I mean... going for $170 after being out probably only a year, maybe 2 longer than Darkness Ablaze. I'd say it's fair when you compare these 2 sets to say that Darkness Ablaze is better than Crimson Invasion. So you could say, give it a few years' time, that Darkness Ablaze will pass Crimson Invasion. What do we have? Crimson Invasion right now at 170? Maybe Darkness Ablaze would be 180, 190, maybe 200 in a couple years from now. Thing is, still, like I mentioned earlier, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to spend $134 right now on a Darkness Ablaze booster box to make, say, $50? Like on if you're getting lucky, when you can get into a Lost Origin booster box right now, make $100 in that same amount of time. Invest into an Evolving Skies booster box, make $250 in that time. There are so many better sets. Let's even take a look at the sets. Let's see what you can make more money with. I think Darkness Ablaze is, once again, the worst set in all of Sword and Shield. I like the fact that there's a Charizard chase card, but the fact of the matter is it's not worth a lot. And all of these sets in Sword and Shield are gonna go up in value, I think, faster than Darkness Ablaze has. You see, why would I invest into Darkness Ablaze when I can go into Chilling Reign? Chilling Reign is a set that's out for around $100 if you want to buy it right now. Look at the card prices. You have 2 of them over $100, a 72, a 55, 54, 47, 39, 36. I would want to invest into that. It's also a cheaper box with way more expensive cards. Let's look at Fusion Strike. The exact same thing. 2 expensive cards at the top, and even more expensive cards as you go down. And once again, this is another booster box coming in for around $100. Why would I want to waste my time with Darkness Ablaze when I can invest into something like this? And you could say that for any of these. You can say it for Astral Radiance 2. You can say it for Brilliant Stars. You can say it for Battle Styles. You could even say it for Vivid Voltage. And you could even say it for Rebel Clash and Sword and Shield. Because any of these sets, I think, will age better than Darkness Ablaze. Now, I do actually have one correction to make. I don't know if I would actually say the same for Sword and Shield and Rebel Clash. I know they are kind of better sets when you match them up. Not by much, but they are. But I did just remember the price on Rebel Clash and Sword and Shield is already pretty high as we speak. If we look them up right now, Rebel Clash booster box, I believe goes for around like 240, 230 maybe for the price. 227 right now for a Rebel Clash compared to 130 on Darkness Ablaze. I would definitely go for Darkness Ablaze out of the 2 of these. Even Sword and Shield booster box, it goes for, I think, also around maybe not 140, 240. Okay, we see it right here. 235. I would much rather go for a Darkness Ablaze booster box once again. Only thing that's cool is that like it's the base set of Sword and Shield, so that kind of gives it like a little bit of extra value, but still the price is already jacked up on it, so I don't think there's any point investing into that when you can invest into something much better. But overall, I mean, Darkness Ablaze at $130 right now for a booster box, 135 even. It's just, what are you doing? Why even invest into it? I bought one box recently just because I didn't have one, and I kind of just wanted to keep one to store just to have with me. You know, I kind of want to collect a lot of the boxes. That's the only reason I just bought one. Right? Maybe I'd buy one down the line to open in a video, maybe. But would I really want to do that when I can open something a lot cooler for cheaper? I don't think so. I don't think there's any point in buying Darkness Ablaze. If you want to open it, I don't think there's any point. If you want to invest into it, I don't think there's any point. I think Darkness Ablaze is one of those sets where it's just, you're not going to get much out of it. And that's why I don't really think you should invest into it. Now, I know that I've been doing a lot of videos on why you should invest into things, but I thought I'd switch it up since I kind of covered all of the series from Sword and Shield that I thought were good investments. So I'm switching up to the bad ones. Darkness Ablaze kicked it off with the first bad investment. And if you want to see more videos on things you shouldn't invest into from Sword and Shield, please leave a like on the video. Let me know that you enjoyed this kind of similar series, but the opposite in a way. And also comment down below and let me know what set you want to see next for what I shouldn't invest into, or what you shouldn't invest into. Rebel Clash, Sword and Shield base set. Let me know. What do you want to see that I shouldn't invest into, and why you want to know as well. I think that's pretty much it. Subscribe to join the Piplet party because you're not going to want to miss out. That's all you really got from me, so I'm sliding out. Bye! Ah, that really hurt my kneecap. I gotta stop sliding out, man.